What's up, guys? AC Card Shark back again, back with another episode of eBay unboxings. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things to unbox for you today. I'm going to cut to another part. I'm expecting a couple more in the mail. It's basically going to be shot over like a month's time, give or take, and just stuff coming in the mail. I just like to unbox them as soon as I get them to make sure that they're in good condition in case I have to follow up with the seller. So I'm going to unbox these 5 for you right here, and then we'll cut to another day, another time, a couple weeks later, and show you the rest of what I picked up. So just going to start off with just a small package. That's what she said. And basically going to show you what is in this one. Now I always cut them open in the interest of time, and then it always ends up being like bubble wrapped and taped, and I end up saving no time whatsoever. So I'm going to try to bust this bubble wrap open and see what I can do here. And see what I got here. Alright, the first one is an NES cartridge. It's an American Video Entertainment game. One that I need for these weird black cartridges here. But this game is Deathbots. And as you can see, the game is in considerably good shape and everything. Labels attached, everything's cool. No marks, no nothing. So for the NES, that's Deathbots. I have no idea if it's any good or not. Once I get this game room settled and everything else, I did actually, side note, I picked up something to help enhance my channel and maybe go in a different direction with my channel. Maybe give you a little hint gameplay. And maybe this will be one that I do for you guys, because I've never heard of it before. So just something I needed. It was in the app under the list of games I needed. I found it for a price that was underneath what it was worth, and I picked it up. So Deathbots for the NES. Next one coming up is another small package. That's what she said. And once again, in bubble wrap and tape. So this game is actually a little bit harder to come by, for the right price at least. And I was really stoked when I was able to find this for the price I found it for. Another NES cartridge. Really tough. You can find it easily on eBay with no problem, but to find it for the right price and what it's worth is pretty hard. It does have a decent rarity level on it. I've played, if you guys remember way back in the day, I had that Pocket emulator for NES, Super Nintendo, I think Genesis, GBA, like it plays them all. I have this on my emulator. I love it. I play it every day at work. I just absolutely love this game. But it is Dusty Diamond's All-Star Softball for the NES. This game is increasingly hard to find at the right price, and recently the Game Gallery over in Easton, Pennsylvania, they did have a copy in, and I tried to rush in and get it. It was already sold. Like when it comes in, it sells. So I was able to then look it up on eBay, and I was able to find a decent price for it, about $5 or $10 underneath what it's worth. So I was able to pick that up. It has a decent rarity level. I'll probably cut right about now. As you can see from that little screenshot from my phone and from the app, it does have a decent price and rarity level. So that's an awesome pickup for my collection. I'm really stoked to actually have the real cartridge, not just the emulation of it now. So really awesome addition to the collection there. Next up is just a box. And inside I find an awesome pickup. I was so ultra stoked when I found this. If you guys remember my last episode, there was the California Raisins, the Grape Escape. It was a never before released game. It was obviously an emulation that was put onto a cartridge, full label, full box, everything. This goes along those same lines. I do have this game for the Famicom. It was released in Japan for the Famicom, never before released in America for the NES because of the subject matter, which looking back is pretty stupid. But complete in box, it is Devil World. If you guys have ever listened to the Cynical Pixel Show, the podcast, which I guess is now no longer, I don't know. Pixel Sandwich and I recorded that like 2 years ago. I talked about wanting this game on the NES, and the emulations always went for like $40–50 cartridge only. I was able to get this complete in box for less, and I am so incredibly stoked about this. Now, this game never came out in America because of the fact that this is your, I believe that's your guy. Yeah, this is your dude right here. And you're fighting against the devil. You have to collect crosses and Bibles. And back in the day, Nintendo didn't really feel that it would go over well in America because of the subject matter, because it's the devil and you have to collect Bibles and crosses, and they were trying to keep it really family friendly on the NES. But as you can see, it says right here North American reproduction right on there. But it does have like official Nintendo seal. It looks like an original Black Label box, which is awesome. I mean, complete, everything's good. The artwork's on the back. I am going to pop this open because I do want to see the cartridge and everything inside. No black sleeve, but no big deal. I can always pick one of those up for like $1. It does have the little styrofoam in the bottom, which is awesome. And upon looking at the cartridge, they did a really nice job. Obviously, it was like a donor cart, but as you can see, it does say Reproduction Series right here, and has the official Nintendo seal. It does have all the artwork. Spine does have Devil World on there. If it clears up for you. Nope, not going to clear up. But there you go. That's a little bit better. But anyway, you know, just really awesome job that someone did on this, as well as a instruction book, an instruction booklet, all done in purple. Which I don't know if that's, you know, what it was supposed to be or not. I'm not sure, but the instruction booklet does have full artwork in it and everything else, and it looks really good. To have a complete in box, to have a North American copy. Again, I have it on the Japanese Famicom, and there's really no difference as far as gameplay. And they do have the, I believe, everything in English. I mean, there's really nothing to read, so it's not like an RPG or anything. It's just like almost like a Pac-Man type game. So you don't need the English in order to play it. But I wanted this, especially in its box like this, for display in the game room, as well as have it as part of my North American collection. Just really awesome. So Devil World for the NES. I got a priority mail not envelope, box. This one is another one that's pretty tough to come by at the right price. I did actually, when I was out visiting Pixel Sandwich, in those the videos of all those pickups I picked up out there, I did come across this game cartridge only. I should have picked it up for the price I found it for, but the amount that they were asking, I could have gotten a slew of, like, a bunch of games for that same price, so I didn't pick it up. But I'm gonna completely butcher the title of this game because it's like French, I want to say, but it's a game by Koei, which you guys know they carry a price tag. I'll say it's L'Empereur. I'm guessing it's the Emperor. As you can see, complete in box, guys. I just wanted the cartridge. I was just searching eBay for the cartridge. That's all I wanted. The price I got this for was basically the price people were asking for the cartridge only, and I got this for the same price, complete in box. So again, I'm going to bust this thing open for you and show you the inside. The styrofoam is in there. I'm not going to pull it out. But as you can see, here is the cartridge right here. Again, this one does have a decent, not rarity level, but just it comes with a price tag. It's a Koei game, and they always carry price tags. This one did come with a black sleeve, and as you can see, really thick booklet, but complete booklet. Back, obviously, it's all complete. Artwork, everything is all, you know, in there. So that is complete in box. There was a map that came with this game that is technically, I guess, is not complete in box because it's missing the map. Not really caring about that too much. Just to have this game at all in my collection is just such a huge win for me. But also to have the box as well. Again, I'll cut right now. As you can see, that screenshot from the phone, from the app, you see the rarity level. For some reason they base it out of 12, I'm not really sure why, but you see the value of the cartridge and the value of complete in box, and I believe I got it for less than half of what it's valued at complete in box. So just an awesome win there. And then finally, the last one for this go around, and then I'll cut to another day. It's a priority mail envelope, and we're gonna get into here. Now, I kid you not, I just got done talking about how I cut everything open in the interest of time. I split the envelope open. Everything was open. As you know, you saw bubble wrap, everything else. This one comes with a bow and everything. So, pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty cool that they put that much care into it. But, you know, I gotta sit here and unbow this thing. So, I don't know. Maybe I can put some interesting, like, music or something in the background while I do this. I don't know. But it's like wrapped like a present, but it's kind of neat. But anyway, this is more of a collectible than anything else. I had started looking into collecting the Nintendo comic books from back in the late 80s, early 90s. The Mario Brothers, Zelda, They had Game Boy comics, I believe. You know, there was a bunch of them. They went for a large sum of money per issue. I mean, and there was like 6 issues per set, and there's like 15 sets. I mean, it would have been a really expensive collection. So I kept going on eBay looking for Nintendo comics, Mario comics, Game Boy comics, whatever I could find, just to see if I could find like a lot where it was like a whole series for like a discounted price, just trying to find the best deal possible. I have since gotten off of that idea because it's really tough to find them at the right price, and I'm not a comic book guy. I never have been, I never was as a kid. I just wanted it because the subject matter was Nintendo. So I was like, yeah, for this amount of money, I could be buying, you know, Little Samson for the NES and Bubble Bobble 2 and like all of these games. You know, why these comic books are just going to sit there. I don't really read them. I just wanted them as a collection. So I was able to come across this, and this is actually pretty tough to come across. Like, I think there was only like 3 on eBay at the time, and this one was a steal of a deal. It was a best offer. I got it for less than 20 bucks. It's a hardcover book, but it's the best of the Nintendo comic system. And as you can see on the left-hand side here, you've got Super Mario Brothers, Legend of Zelda, Captain N, The Game Master, Game Boy, Punch-Out, Metroid, all done by Valiant, which is the company that put the comics out. Now, this is a hardcover book. As you can see, KB Toys, which, you know, rest in peace KB, but someone picked it up for $2.99 on clearance, probably when they were getting rid of them back in the day. It was just old. But, you know, the spine just looks beautiful. It's basically the best of, which that's all I need. As a guy who doesn't really read comic books and doesn't need another collection in this game room to further clutter this room, this is perfect for me. So, I mean, just to give you an idea, just to open it up, it's full color. It's got all the comics in there. It's got all the different Zelda comics. Let me see if I can find. There's Captain N, but that's Kid Icarus with him. If you remember those cartoons back in the day, it's just really neat that I can you know, read through these comics if I want to sit there and read through them at some point. And you know, they you know, here's right here there's Mario right there, but just in one book. So I can put this up on a shelf up here on display. You know, it's old school Nintendo. It's from the late 80s, early 90s. And, you know, just a really awesome collectible to have for less than 20. I think I got it for like 15 bucks. And that's like the price per issue of these comics. And this is like the best of. So I call that a win to further avoid cluttering the game room, as well as save a lot of money. So Nintendo Comic System hardcover best of book. L'Empereur, I guess if I said that correctly. You got Devil World here. We got Dusty Diamonds, the All-Star Softball. And we have Deathbots. So that is the first part of this unboxing. We're going to go to part 2 and wrap this thing up. Alright guys, welcome back to part 2 of this episode of eBay unboxings. I know in the previous part I had said I was going to have all of my packages in there. I ended up getting a couple of extra ones. It's going to make this video way too long, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you this next couple that came in, and then I'll save the rest for the next episode. So leave you guys on a cliffhanger a little bit. So I got 2 of these types of packages here, 2 like single, like small packages, and then I got one kind of weird shaped one here. So open up the first one. Again, open it up, and then it is bubble wrapped. So we're continuing with that theme here. So I'm going to try to bust this thing open here real quick. As you saw, it is an NES game. Just one I needed for the collection, and found it for the right price, and that is Castilian. Castilian for the NES. I've never seen this anywhere in the wild. I don't believe it's rare at all. I haven't checked the app on it, but I just never came across it really. Just never seen it, and I saw it on eBay. It was buy it now or best offer, so I shot a best offer over that would coincide with what it was actually worth, and they accepted it, so everything was cool. So Castilian for the NES. And then the other single cartridge is also an NES game, and it came with a black sleeve with the Nintendo logo, which is kind of cool. This game is actually a PAL region game. This is from over in Europe, and it was actually for sale in the United States, so I didn't have to pay a lot for shipping. I didn't have to ship it from Germany or some of those other videos you've seen. I've shipped them from Germany and England and all these different places. I got the Italian version of, what game was it? Lion King. And this was in the United States, so it was nice and convenient. It was only cut like $3 to ship it. But that game is Noah's Ark. And Noah's Ark is actually a little bit harder to find, as you can see with the difference. I'll show you real quick. On the North American carts, you've got the oval Nintendo insignia there, the seal of quality. On the PAL region games, you have a circular one. So that's one way to actually really tell just off the bat if it's a PAL game or not. And it also usually will be marked, as well as on the back here, instead of it being warning, it's all in different languages. Like, I believe that's German up top, and I'm not sure, Spanish maybe? Yeah, it looks like Spanish on the bottom. But Noah's Ark, it was put out by Konami, but never released here in the States. And it is a PAL game that will play on my top loader. So as you see, the spine looks nice, everything looks good. This game is, there's not that many out there on eBay, and the ones that are usually are going for way too much money. I was able to get this one for right around what it's worth. I may have paid maybe a couple bucks extra, but it was close enough that I was like, you know what, let me get it while I found it. So Noah's Ark for the NES is 2 more titles into my collection of the ever so growing wall back there. And then this odd shaped package here, we're going to end it off with this one here. This one is wrapped up pretty nicely, and it's all in paper and everything else. I saw this, and I've been searching for a piece of this, so to speak, and I'll explain that in a second. But I've been searching for this for a long time, and trying to see where. Oh, here it is. Okay, 2 separate parts. There's a piece of this that I've been searching for a long time for the game room as like a collectible, so to speak, a wall hanging, and I have not been able to come across it. And so basically I was able to find this. It came with extra stuff that I don't really need or want, but the thing I wanted was all included, and it was only $8 free shipping. So I opened up the bidding at $7.99, which is what the starting bid was, and it ended there. No one else bid, and I got it for $8. But that is the Prima official game guide for Half-Life 2. And as you can see, there's my twin brother right there. But Gordon Freeman on the cover, obviously, it's in really good shape. It's basically the entire strategy guide for Half-Life 2, complete with an America Online 9.0 trial disc. So the Half-Life 2 strategy guide, that's not why I bought it. The reason I bought it was, as soon as I unwrapped this part, I didn't realize it was wrapped like this. Again, I would have cut it open. But at least it was packaged well. The reason why I bought it was for what was included in here. And let me see if I can find the correct one to show you first, and then I'll show you the rest of it. I believe it's this one. Yes. This is exactly why I bought it. I'm probably going to get a frame for this. It's definitely going up on the wall in the game room, but it is a Half-Life 2 Gordon Freeman poster. So as you can see, it's the official, it came with the game guide. Nice and big, actually. It was bigger than I thought it would be. But I've always been looking for the Gordon Freeman. I wanted the cover art to hang on my wall because of the crazy likeness of Gordon Freeman to myself. And everywhere I go, I mean, random people at work will come up to me and be like, do you know that guy from Half-Life? I'm like, yeah, Gordon Freeman, I know, I look like him. So I've been looking for a poster for the longest time to put up on the game room wall because just it's crazy. I just have to have that. But also, it did come with posters of other characters from Half-Life 2. It says Half-Life 2 up top, and it's got the picture here. And then there's a third one right here of Half-Life 2 as well, of a third character there. I honestly, I don't know the game well enough to tell you what their names are, but there was 3 posters that came with it. The only time I've ever come across a Half-Life 2 poster, it was always like $20 and higher, and I'm like, I really don't want a poster that badly. Like, I don't want to pay $20 for a poster, minus that little Mac King Hippo one that I have. I don't care what I paid for that. I wanted that one. But this one, you know, I didn't really care to pay that much for it. And then when I came across it and saw it, I was just like, I absolutely had to have it. And for $8 to get all 3 of those posters, plus have the Half-Life 2 strategy guide, which I can put up on a shelf somewhere, lean it up against something just as display in the game room somewhere. I'm sure I could find a spot for it. But yeah, I mean, just an overall for $8 free shipping. I mean, I couldn't beat that. I had to get it. So, but that's it, guys. That's the end of this episode of eBay Unboxings. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Leave some comments below, maybe about some of the games that I got. If you've played them, if they're good, if you like them. And I should have a video coming soon of recent pickups, not eBay related. It should be a couple brick and mortar pickups and 1 internet purchase from Best Buy, which you know, they didn't have it in the store. I had to have it shipped to my house. That should be coming any day. So keep your eyes out for that. That should be the next video that comes out. I've got a video coming up for promotion for a website that I just joined up with, which I really like. Actually, two different websites. One is a free website. One is you actually purchase some things. That'll be a video coming up just to inform you guys of some cool stuff. And there should be another eBay video coming. So give or take in the next month, I'd say the rest of February into maybe early March, those are the videos that are coming. So look forward to those, guys. And that's about it. So until next time, guys, AC Card Shark, take care.